Hello and welcome back to Gabe in the Kitchen. It's been a hot minute, but we are back. New kitchen, new home. That's what we're busy doing. We're busy trying to settle in. We are settled in. I figured out all the temperature knobs on that new hob of ours, the temperature of the oven, the whole thing. We're good to go. Now, you're probably wondering what's going on with the hair. I don't know either. I'll figure that out too. For now, let's just pretend it's the same as always. Today, we're going to make a delicious Levain style cookie, but I've been craving ginger nuts since Christmas period. Since the festive periods, I've just been craving ginger nuts. So I made a new recipe. It's going to be a ginger nut flavored New York style cookie. Let's give it a go. So first things first, I'm just getting in here my butter. Make sure it's fridge cold, all right? And I'm having to work out how to do this reverse style because I've never had it face away from me before. It's a nice kitchen, by the way. Beautiful kitchen. If I show you look at that. Oop. Look at that. That was Jessica's idea, by the way. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we got all that going on there. But yes, you didn't come here for that. Oh, hell no. You came here for this recipe. Let me zoom in and show you what's going on here. I thought this was a blessing, but it looks like it might be a bit of an issue. Right, if I move you all the way up. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. As you can see, we've got our big bits of butter in there, fridge cold. And then I'm just going to add our sugars. We've got here an equal number of caster sugar and light brown sugar. We're just going to put that straight in. And of course, this is not our first Levain style cookie. If you want to see the other one, I'll leave a link and you just check it out. That recipe was from Cupcake Jenga. So check that one out. Make sure you check out their channel. Give them some credit, show them some love. But this one right here, this flavor is all mine. Right. So on low to low medium, we're going to cream that together till we get little nuggets form. We don't want to cream this together. We just want to kind of start creaming them together. Let me show you guys up close what I'm talking about. Starting to cream, but not really. The edges are a bit soft, but it's still pretty much a block. Now we want to add toasted pecans. I'll show you how I did that as I'm talking. So yeah, toasted pecans, just in the oven for 160 degrees Celsius, 10 minutes. That's all you need, and you're good to go. Then we've got crystallised ginger on there to the left, equal amounts in grams, chop them up nice and fine, and straight in there they go. Make sure your pecans cool down before you use them. And then here we've got milk, white and dark chocolate. Use whichever ratio you prefer. But the white chocolate is important because it brings out that gingerness that we're gonna need. So all of this straight in there. Oh yes, baby. And then we're gonna low medium again. Mix that all together. And that's enough. Now, let me show you something. So, in here we've got our dry ingredients, and this is where the magic happens for the ginger nut. Come a bit closer so I can show you. So in here we have plain flour, self-raising flour, powdered ginger, bit of salt, baking soda. I got baking soda. Bit of nutmeg, and some cinnamon. Now I'll just give this a mix. Oh yes. I feel like this should have been released on Christmas. I'll tell you a little story. So this is what happened to me. True story. I craved something festive, something with ginger. I was craving it. I was a man possessed with how much I was craving this. And I never made it. Yep. End of story, man. I hope you weren't expecting something a little bit more interesting. Anywho, so once you have this mixed nicely, we're just gonna go back to our stand mix. Boom. Add all our dry ingredients straight in there. When you make a crumble, and you get your butter and your crumbling, that's basically what's gonna happen with this. Start slow so you don't get flour everywhere. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Low to medium. Everything will get nice and fine, nice and grainy. But all your bits of chocolate is obviously going to still be hanging out. That's not going anywhere. Your nuts, your chocolate, your ginger, that's going to be hanging out. You want to keep going so you don't see any big chunks of butter, then you know you're there. So while that's doing its thing, in here I've got 2 eggs, vanilla extracts, And here's another thing to make that ginger nut. Either use golden syrup or black treacle, whichever you have on hand. I suspect it's golden syrup you can get a hold of. It's easier to work with anyway. So yeah, just give that a gentle mix, because when this goes into our mixture, we're basically done. A few seconds and then out. We don't want to spend time trying to break up the egg. So just break everything up beforehand. I'm just gonna mix in. There we go. Perfection. And now slowly add your liquid in small batches. And we want this to just combine, and then we'll do the rest on the table. Tip all of this out onto a surface. You can use whichever surface you want. Get that all out onto a clean surface. And then just mix it again, just to make sure the bits at the bottom of your stand mix have been caught as well. And yes, this is what it's supposed to look like. Crumbly. We're gonna press these together. And it's like a shortbread. It's got like that shortness. Whew. It's a lot of cookie. A lot of cookie. And now the magic begins. So we have here a set of scales. You're gonna need a scale for this. I recommend scales because you want exactly 125 gram balls. And then get a container. It doesn't matter which. Look, I've just got 2 of these. Hopefully they're enough to hold my cookies. If not, I'll get an extra container because we're gonna freeze these. You gotta freeze them. So grab what you feel is 125 and then put it on your scales. And then press this together like that. Yeah, kind of like shortbread, as I said before. And then you just repeat. Simple as that. Last piece. Oh, we got 14 pieces. Beautiful. I'm just gonna swap the lids because it's fun. Light blue on the dark blue. And then these go straight in the freezer till they're frozen, and then we're good to bake. Okay, fresh out the freezer, we have our frozen cookies. Not as frozen as they could be if we left it in longer, but frozen enough. They've been freezing for about maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That's good enough for me. Now, the oven has been preheating to 180 degrees Celsius. Fan oven. The thing is, you can go to about 200 degrees. If you don't have a fan oven, preheat the oven with the baking tray because you want the baking tray nice and... So when this hits, you get a nice sear at the bottom. There's a lot of weight. There's a lot of chocolate. If you don't get that sear, it's just not going to form properly. And then the chocolate is going to seep through. And when you pick it up, it's going to fall apart. Grab a few cookies. I think I'll only do 5. I don't need to do more than that. Put it in the oven for about 10 minutes. You're looking for the edges to crisp up. I'm doing all that. I've let all the heat out. So this will be fun. On there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You ever seen anyone play Jenga on the cooking channel before? Oh, look who it is. Boom. That's the trick I was talking about. Boom. Okay, so it has been 10 minutes. Look at how beautiful these are. Let them cool. You don't want them to cool completely because it will sweat and get soggy. Let them cool slightly, and then we'll move them to the wire rack. See you in a bit. I'll probably say something along the lines of, please leave a comment. Please give a thumbs up if you like the video. These cookies are delicious. Get your ginger nut fix. Yeah, yeah. My microphone was turned off. I'm basically talking to myself at this point. But hey, that's what voiceovers are for. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your time. And yeah, share this video around if you enjoy this kind of content. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.